and welcome back to the table, folks. We have concluded officially our first story arc, more or less, last week. And today, it left many shaken, many questions, some answered, many unanswered, some new questions arose as well. Yeah, do we want to do a quick summary of what happened last week? Do we have anybody from our little group of the undecided here who wants to do a little quick recap while the DM finishes eating?
I'm sure that Branwolf would love to summarize his erotic encounter.
My erotic encounter?
Yes.
with the horny hag, which the horny hag I called the Ghelfi.
No details.
No
please.
details. Well,
Christ, this is not the recap I ordered.
Yeah. I can only give a very sad short detail. We more or less struck a deal with this ancient being, the hag. By the way, DM, chow down and remember to say thank you to somebody very, very
you're
special.
Right. I want to, before we get started, I would have done it afterwards, give a quick shout out to an amazing artist who was kind enough, if you've seen last week's episode, the artwork that we used as a thumbnail and also the artwork I've personally been using for just as a general inspiration behind the entity of this hag called Granny Nightshade. The artist behind her is Juan Angel. A very amazing guy. Check out his portfolio. You'll already find it in the description and also episode links, the show notes of our previous episode, and we'll conclude it. We'll add it down here once this episode ends as well. So yeah, give him a visit. Check out his stuff. It's amazing, dark, inspiring work. If that's something you need for your campaign as well, it's a great source of creativity.
Yes, Mr. Angel, you are a very, very sick man. I'm sorry to say this. No, it is. It's really, I mean, sick in a positive way. It is awesome. It is awesome work. But yeah, I have not. I didn't sleep for days after going through the portfolio, even though I was warned by my knowing that the barbarian is very sentimental. I was warned by the DM, don't look through the portfolio. But I did, and I saw things.
You
very
cannot
horrid.
unsee.
Yeah, awesome work, really. Okay, yeah.
So yeah, but you guys, you met up with the hag with the goal in mind to cure a sickness called the Hool fever, which was plaguing both parts of your own party, partly the local folk on this island called Dread Parish Isle, partly also Blackwater, one of our very own, his mother, Eleni Blackbrew, who caught it. And apparently folk have been going crazy, have been drawn to the Dreadwood, this location where the hag resides. And to get the cure, you were tasked with visiting her and getting something from her called a Heartstone. What you did instead, though, was with your encounter, you made a pact. You made a deal that she would cure Hool fever from Dread Parish Isle as a whole, and in return you would venture forth, bringing her yet another one of the pieces of Tiamat, which she apparently already held one of a total of 3 parts. And to make sure that you uphold your side of the bargain, she kept one of your fellow party members, your half-elven sorcerer Kader, as collateral. And for now, you have lost him to the hag, not knowing how this is looking for him, where he is, where he resides. The encounter ended with all of you falling unconscious and your mind fading to black. So, before we get started, you guys leveled up and we need to roll hit points.
Oh, hooray!
By the way, just a detail. I thought what we promised her was information on a piece of Tiamat, not the
Nope.
piece itself.
Getting it.
Yep.
I listened to the
Leon?
episode again.
we.
Leon?
You
I
agreed.
didn't promise anything. I can't
The
remember.
dwarf never
I do not
promised
recall.
anything. Yeah.
Oh, I've got some questions for you, by the way.
I can't remember anything. I do not recall.
So yeah, you roll
Help the
your hit
gaming
die
mood. Yeah.
and add your Constitution modifier to it.
Yeah.
If it's positive, if it's negative, you ignore it.
Okay. Which die do
If
we
you
take?
roll a 1, let me know, because then you get to re-roll.
Okay. Help.
I got a 1.
What?
I got an
Don't
8.
roll a d20, Brown
No.
Wolf. You roll a
hell.
hit die.
Ah, come on. I tried my best. Well, it's still a D12, so that's
I
close.
got a 1. Can I choose like there's usually hit points at higher levels is usually like 1 hit dice plus or something else plus your constitution modifier.
You rolled a
Can
1.
I rolled a 1. Of
Yeah,
course
you
I
can
rolled.
re-roll once. That's what I just said.
I did too.
Fuck it.
I
You can
also
re-roll
rolled
that
a-
as well.
Oh, that's the other end.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, I'll take that. It's better.
So what did you guys roll?
I had a 10.
I rolled an 8.
I rolled an 8.
I rolled a 10.
Tiala?
I rolled a 4, so it's a 7 in total for me.
Okay, yeah. So add your Constitution
Oh, yeah,
modifier to the things
Constitution.
and add that to your
Oh,
total
this-
max hit points.
This is awesome. That's nice. So, 88 plus 12 is exactly... Brandwolf has a 3-digit hit point.
A
I
3-digit
have
hit point.
100 hit points. Bring on the nasties, bitches!
I'm at 66.
Yep. By the way,
I just hit the
for all my companions, I decided for leveling up that I would make my enormous strength even more enormous. And with 20, I am very strong now. I am your personal tank.
All right. So is everybody ready?
Yes.
Then let's jump in. As all of you kind of still only see blackness in front of you, you notice consciousness slowly coming back, not to your body, but at least in your mind. You're somewhat of in a dream space while rushing through several, similar to the dreams you had before, several woodland parts with dark, bleak kind of looking dry roots. You make your way through different areas of just this labyrinth of different forms and shapes around you which you can't quite grasp. You also then start walking amongst plains. You don't see any of your brethren around you. Your party members, you're just by yourself, walking around in this desolate kind of wasteland. While walking, you hear voices from, almost sounds like from far away. You hear some rustling and some voices about shouts, but you can't quite discern the words because they just sound as if they would be coming from far, far away. While walking through this wasteland, you see different phenomenons. You see lights in the distance that might be maybe fires, maybe something on fire far on the horizon. While walking, the wasteland slowly changes into the now familiar kind of like marshy region that you've traversed before, almost. And your mind every now and then just slips away to blackness again. You're not quite sure, but you start asking yourself, am I dreaming? Am I awake? But you can't put your finger on it. While your mind's eye is still blank, you hear rustling and shuffling around you, but you can't quite pinpoint it where it is. You hear a voice go, Oh, look at that, Jeremy. They have some tasty stuff on them. And another small little, a lighter voice answering with, yes. And look, they have an elf with them as well. Ah, the mother's going to be so satisfied. You hear more rustling going on around you, and your consciousness slips again. Tiala, you kind of open your eyes first as the first thing you notice is below you, you're lying on something moist, mucky. Kind of open your eyes and you immediately have this sensation of just swamp water, the stench around you. And you kind of open your eyes, looking around, you see in similar vicinity Brandwolf, Blackwater, and Freon lying there. No sign of Kader. You kind of make your get your head up, looking around. You're not quite sure where you are. You are in a murky swampland. It seems the sun has already risen, but you're not quite sure how you got here. The rest of you also slowly come to consciousness, lying drenched in this kind of just murky swamp water around you, getting slowly up. The first thing you notice, Brandwolf, you notice this first as you're trying to grab around for Talon. Your backpack is gone.
Oh, great.
You have your axes on you, and that's about it.
What about
The rest
Talon?
of you-
What about Talon?
Yeah, Talon kind of also not there.
The bitch.
Also Blackwater, you notice the shield. No idea where it is.
Oh,
The rest of you also, you kind of like try and find where stuff is. You still find Tiala and Freon parts of your backpacks, but you notice your valuables have been stolen, most likely.
Been mugged.
You also notice Freon, a couple of books are missing.
Oh, this is not.
No important ones, but
What do you mean, no important ones? Couple of books are missing.
a couple of books are missing.
What about my dirty book?
That's still there.
Ah, okay. Fuck everything else. Who cares about your stuff?
But yeah, your gold pouches that you have,
Oh, of course.
gone. Your any magic items except the kobold skull from Freon, gone.
We have been mugged.
Do we remember hearing voices? Yes.
Yeah.
You remember something weird. Probably you're not quite sure if it was from the dream, or maybe if it was something that your unconscious just transferred to your perception into the dream. That something was going on.
Yeah, I'd like to ask the
Around
rest
you.
of the group, did you guys also hear voices? I mean, I heard something. They're talking about, oh, the mother's going to be satisfied and blah, blah, blah. So I think that we were probably robbed by some of these denizens of Granny Nightshade.
Yeah,
Well, my
I'm
books
gonna-
are gone. How can you be so quiet and calm? All our
my
stuff
shield
is
is
gone.
gone.
I know. I'm pissed as hell. I want to go out and kill them, sell something. You have to
Yes.
find it.
Yeah,
Let's
are we
find
at
them.
a camp? Are we
Let's track
like
them.
where are we? Can we recognize them?
Hang on a second.
Can I check for footsteps leading
Yes.
away from us?
Can I help you? Use
Yeah,
my
make a
awesome
perception
tracking
check.
skills. I'll aid you.
What?
Make a. Well, it depends. Are you going to try and perceive where you are, or are you going to investigate the place around you, looking for traps or what,
don't
tracks
care.
or whatever?
Yeah, I don't care where we are. I want to check for
Okay, so Tiala, you
footsteps or something.
was it you or who wants to do what? Let's ask it
I'm
this
I
way.
want to
looking
investigate.
for footsteps.
Me too.
Okay.
I'm gonna help her.
Okay, so both of you roll a survival check. Blackwater, what did you want to do?
I wanted to
discern
investigate for clues as well. Like, actually, you know what? Yeah, I just want to look where we are, try to recognize, see if there's anything recognizable around.
Okay, make a perception check as well.
I rolled a 14.
And I rolled a 15.
I rolled a 6.
A 6. So yeah, Blackwater. It's hard to pinpoint. You're somewhere in the marshes. That's what you're kind of sure of. Let me actually,
Kind of.
to give you a visual, let me get you guys over to the Dread Parish Isle map. Just so you kind of know. There we go. Not where you are. The last time you were somewhere down here in the Dreadwood. But yeah, your best guess is looking around. You're definitely not in the Dreadwood anymore, Blackwater, but somewhere you recognize just the general area with a 6. You're somewhere in the marshes. Either it's maybe deeper into the Hool Marshes or maybe somewhere closer to Burl and the Old Coast Road, you're not quite sure. Branwell, Ventiala, both of you investigating around.
Yeah.
You find several sets of footprints.
Okay.
You find a few leading to this place coming from the south, which you at best guess discern that it was probably you, although you're not quite sure how you got here.
Any leading away from us?
You find several leading away from
Very
you.
good.
Seems to be a larger group of partly leather boots, partly just barefoot,
All victims.
of creatures or humanoids that ventured further northwest.
Okay. My vote is to follow them, kill them all, and get all the valuables back and more that they have.
Yep, I'm up for it. Do I have my gun and some bullets?
Yeah.
I'll try and find out with Tara a bit more where we
that's
we
good.
are.
Yeah.
Okay. Make another perception check with Tada then.
I think it's 17. Hang on. Yeah, 18. Sorry.
18. Concentrating and through Tada's eyes as she flies up, you see that you are definitely close to what looks to be the Old Coast Road, kind of a little bit north of it, and somewhere right between Burl and Saltmarsh, about the kind of like the same distance, somewhere in the middle, and slightly north of the Old Coast Road from the looks of it. But you see faint in the distance the road leading off to Saltmarsh, and the other part of the road leading closer back south west towards the Dreadwood, the direction you were going before to get closer to Burl.
Can I see any smoke from a campfire or from some dwelling rising out of the forest?
Not really. You look around, there's not like a singular point or just something that would resemble like anything that would maybe have a fire source of any kind. You notice that the direction in where the footprints were heading that you found on the ground, it kind of becomes more dense and dense. There are like several this like open marshland that you traversed before earlier a couple days ago, kind of like gets more strewn with several like big kind of willow-like trees that just become more dense and dense the further you look into the northeastern direction.
Shall we follow the footsteps?
Aye.
Yeah.
How are we feeling, by the way? Freon, do you still feel exhausted from the Hool fever?
Should be no more Hool fever.
There should
gone.
be no
That's
more
what I
wool
want.
fever.
Yeah.
I
Feeling
don't know.
quite-
I think
quite
I'm
rested.
feeling fine.
Yeah. All of you feel pretty rested.
Quite angry.
Those
Yes, awesomely angry.
that had Hool fever, you definitely notice that this feeling of having no air in your chest is gone, and your head feels clearer as well.
Well then, shall we?
Aye,
Yes.
yeah, I'm ready.
Let's follow.
All right.
Oh.
Who's helming this? Who's trying to keep a tab on the footsteps to not get
think me.
lost in the marshes?
Well, not the big guy who gets everybody lost. I'll just follow the lead and kill anything that comes. So,
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna lead the group.
thank you.
All right, then Tiala, give me a survival check as you try and route the group through the marshes.
Survival.
Survival, yeah.
Do you think 28 is enough?
Yeah, just barely. Yeah, you kind of see that these they're like some at certain points there are like some footsteps that kind of go away from this group, but others seem to join in. And with a 28, I would say you probably can discern that it's maybe at least 6, 7 or so individuals. Kind of fluctuates though with people that maybe left the group, others that joined again. But you almost get the sense that this was some kind of group that walked together, some kind of like congregation almost in like an orderly fashion, aiming for somewhere that only they could see. You don't really see any kind of like path that you're following. The rest of you're just like trusting Tiala on this, and she's just aiming blind otherwise in these Hool marshes, just blatantly following these footsteps. After about a couple of miles or so, following these footsteps further northeast, the area becomes more dense and also more like rotten with this kind of like murky swamp water. There's like bits and pieces here and there, patches of land that make it difficult between them to keep track of these footprints, but you do kind of like keep sense of them. And this goes on for a couple of hours that you're following these footsteps. The sky overhead, the sky that you can see, is slowly turning into an evening kind of sunset, and the light is becoming very gloomy and dim in these marshes. You see fireflies here and there, but then Tiala, you suddenly stop because you see, still far off in the distance, but there's some sort of glowing, very lightly glowing orange light far northeast of you.
Okay. Are we heading north or south?
Northeast.
Northeast, because I have the feeling that we are in the Hool Marshes somewhere. So we're heading away from salt water, if we were even that close. I have no idea where she beamed us to from the Dreadwood. Okay. Yeah, well, I would like to ready my 2 axes. And I think we should see if we can sneak as close as we can. I have a feeling that's probably a campfire.
So are you continuing, Tiala?
I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace,
Okay.
Ooh, what does that do?
and I'm trying to find the most stealthy way to get closer.
Okay.
should we follow you?
Should we wait here and you want to scout?
No, you can come. I made sure you're stealthy too.
The lights you see are
so-
probably still half a mile or so away. You just see this faint
Okay.
glitter
walk
somewhere
half a
off in
mile
the
in
dark
1 hour?
horizons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
then it's fine.
Half a mile. What's that? A kilometer? Yeah.
So yeah, do you want to be stealthy about this?
Well,
No,
maybe-
we can walk like normal.
I mean, you
normally.
did cast Pass Without a Trace on everybody and yourself,
Yeah.
Well, then we have to hurry.
right?
Okay.
Yes, I did.
Okay. Then we will jog.
slot, 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 slot,
Slot,
slot.
slunk,
It's
slot,
not
slot,
that we
slot.
weighted down by any equipment or something.
No, that's true. Yeah, we don't have. We're very light on our feet because
All right.
we don't have shit.
Heading closer to this point in the distance, you see that it's coming from somewhere. Almost looks like there's a clearing or something far in the distance where several small little lights are placed. You still can't discern what it quite is, but it's definitely no campfire. You don't see any smoke against the now like almost blue hour of the sunset off in the west. Yeah, are you still just walking towards it?
Well, with our stealthy mode that we have, I guess we can.
Well, then I need you to roll a stealth check if you're being quiet about it.
Yes. Well, didn't Tiala kind of put a dampener on all of us, or do we still?
Yeah,
have to-
Pass Without a Trace
Yeah.
lets you do that stealth
Yeah.
check with advantage, right,
Okay.
Tiala?
Nope. You get no advantage, but you get a +10 on it.
There you go.
Watch me screw it up anyway.
Well, let's see.
Nice.
Stealth
Plus 10.
is. Oh God, stealth is a 0.
32.
Why?
24.
Because I rolled an 18 and I have +4 on stealth and +10 from the.
Cool. I
Out
got
of 19 total.
So who has the lowest?
I have 20 something. Wait, 27.
Like
so
a
I think Tiago
24.
maybe?
So Tiago's
Blackwater?
19. Yeah, Blackwater's 19.
19.
All right. Yeah, you kind of make your way without too much issue, being quiet about it, kind of keeping away from the water, trying to find your way from little patches of land, little islets towards this light in the distance. You also see this stagnant swamp water that parts of it seem to be. It's not like a flowing river, but there's definitely some sense of a hollow that kind of like leads to this place as well. You see, getting closer, kind of still hiding behind some of these bushes around, a very interesting, curious scene in front of you. You see several small kind of like these swamp water rivers that are not flowing but stagnant, that lead to what looks to be a big pond of some sort. Around this pond there's a mixture of several like dead trees, willow trees, just these dead like kind of swamp trees around it. Several roots and dead pieces of wood around. There's like small little makeshift kind of planks, boards that are held across these little stagnant swamp water rivers. And you see around this pond several, what gave off this orange kind of light, several sets of candles that just are like gently placed all around this water. And you see shapes sitting all around this pond. You're counting probably around 5, maybe 6 of them that just sit around the pond, not doing anything from the distance of where you're currently at.
Humanoid
Can we hear
shapes?
noises? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, make a perception check, both Brandwolf and Freon.
3.
I want to load up my weapon.
15.
15.
I don't see shit.
hang on a
I
sec.
got 3.
3.
Oh, what's that? Could be a rock. It could be a person. I don't know. I don't see anything.
Yeah, Branwell, for you, it's hard to make out what it
Yeah.
exactly is. Freon, you notice the just mostly like absence of animals in this place. There's like a few little cicadas and crickets around, but that's about it. You do hear some whispering among the shapes sitting around the pond, and also see that they are like currently in the process of just lighting candles and putting them down, and then just sitting there.
See any of our stuff?
You recognize them definitely as being Hool folk that you encountered before. You see the weird growths they had in their back as well. But yeah, that's about it.
I can't see any of our stuff.
No,
Backpack or
not
something?
really.
But the trails led to us to this.
Yeah, you see several of the footsteps that kind of just loose their way down to this area where this pond is.
So all the steps that definitely don't have to have stayed here, but they came through here at least. I mean,
Yep, let me
it
actually bring you guys
It
around.
might not be those that are here, but whoever stole our stuff probably came through here.
Or it's the same people and they just threw our stuff in the pond to offer it to some, I don't know,
What do you mean
godlike something.
they threw my books in the pond?
You
Well,
also
maybe not your
since-
books, but
what you see, Freon, is also that it seems that some of these beings are kind of like halfway submerged in water, almost as if they're bathing or something. They're just standing in the stagnant swamp water of the pond.
Okay, we're talking
But
about...
are you talking like in whispers? Because I need you all to make another stealth check if you're just hiding in the bushes
whispering.
looking around.
With the plus 10, right?
Yeah, still with a plus 10.
The Hool folk. I still don't quite understand this. The Hool folk that we encountered, you catch, or you would, or thought we would catch the Hool fever from them, but the Hool fever was from Granny Nightshade, and she made that all disappear. Mm-hmm. So, if we contact or think, well, I'm not quite, I'm kind of.
Maybe I think I don't know if they were like too far gone by this point, like mentally. or
Yeah, I
whatever.
don't know, something like that, or maybe she made these Hool people as servants or something, but whatever. I'm just wondering
Yeah.
if we
Give me
can-
a stealth check, all of you, please.
21.
It's with a plus
26.
10 again, right? 32.
16 plus.
Oh wait, sorry, 22 actually.
So
What did you have, Tiala?
26.
I have a
26, okay.
19.
19. Yeah, you're still sitting there, kind of whispering to yourselves. Nobody seems to have noticed you. You now see that these one of these Woolfolk men standing in the stagnant swamp water in this pond on the side. He also has a kind of bundle to him, and you hear some. Can't quite discern what it is, but just some mumbling going on. He kind of just lets this bundle like float out to the middle of this pond, and it's slowly just sinking in the muck, and then reverting back to the space on the side where he was standing.
We don't recognize that bundle. That it's not one of our backpacks.
It seems to
Is
be
it made out of
like
books?
covered in rags or something. You do recognize that one of the items within probably resembles a sword.
Okay, that's
fuck
it.
Eldritch Blast.
That's it. Yeah.
I'm pissed. I'm.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
And I'm going to
just
rage.
shoot him in the
we-
face.
Can we all attack at the same
Yeah,
time?
roll
Just
for
like,
initiative. I'm gonna fuck this.
Are we close enough to attack?
Probably.
I am.
Eldritch Blast always is.
Oh yeah, all yeah, especially though.
And I'll
Let's see.
just
Let's,
start.
let's bring these.
Yeah,
these
bring them
guys
up. Bring them up.
into-
We're gonna take the initiative. Fuck them.
into play.
Bathing fucks. It wasn't us. We're just taking baths. Yeah, sure. With my fucking sword.
So you see about 5 of these people around. Yeah, the first few 50 to 65 feet from you. I need you to make another stealth check if you're
Yeah.
trying to surprise them, take them
Yeah.
by surprise.
Oh, good one. That's a 22 this time.
18.
16.
21.
Yeah, you definitely get the jump on them.
Good.
So let's see, does this work actually?
Let us get. So move us closer.
Yeah, 1 second.
Stealthy, stealthy, stealth.
No, we're gonna roll for initiative at this point. I need you guys to roll
Perfect.
for initiative because we are
You get the plus 10
officially
as well, or
in battle.
No.
No, that's just for stealth.
Ah, the first natural 20 of the evening. I love it.
yeah, nice.
I love it.
It's not bad.
So let's see here. Ooh. All right. So do we have 20 to 25?
Aye, 'tis me. I had a natural 20.
Natural 20. Actually, I just need one of these guys. Okay, did I delete anybody I wasn't supposed to delete? No, we're fine. So we have you. We have.
Oh, yeah, I have that one. What do I have?
Tiana.
I have to add something to that natural 20. I forgot. What was it? What was it?
Dexterity.
Dex.
All right,
my
so
dex, my dex.
yeah, what's it in total? Your natural
so
20.
my natural 20 and my dex is plus 1. 21.
21. All right. 15 to 20.
15.
15 for Blackwater.
Alton
Yeah,
is crushing
then-
it today.
Frion, what did you
Above
have?
10 rolls.
8.
8. And Tiala?
6.
6 for the druid.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Then
Was looking at something else.
you get a first surprise round. Brandwolf, you can go first.
So-
Be advised though, anywhere the water is, it's difficult terrain.
Yes. Okay, did you move us closer now or you didn't? Because you
You
said
are
we-
standing on the side over here. You're getting one free
Yeah.
surprise round now.
Yeah, but
You weren't
did-
hiding
did-
and are
but-
deciding
but
to
Didn't we stealthily
attack.
get a little
No,
bit
we
closer?
stealth now. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's as close as you moved. And you started whispering stuff, and now you get to your first surprise round.
Well,
As soon as we saw the sword, we just decided.
yeah. Well, I can't enter into a rage yet because I have to kill something to keep it up. And I won't be able to. But I can dash, I think. Yeah, so I would like to dash to the closest, which is probably the one up there in the middle. Let's see. Yeah. Or 50. I don't know. Is that a
the
tree?
one-
Can I get through there through that tree? I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I'll use a dash to get down there. Mm-hmm. And then do I still have one attack? Yes.
Yeah, you have your offhand.
Yeah, I'll use my offhand. So I'm going to dashy dash and use me offhand to start the first brainer.
Well, then get your character up there. You're still standing up here.
I have to do everything myself.
Everything yourself.
So let me see. Where are you at?
Yeah, you can walk like below the tree.
Yeah. There I am. Is that close enough? Yep, there I am. So, and I had, let's see, 17.
So you get your offhand on these.
Yeah, 22 to hit.
Yep, 28.
But
21 hits, yeah.
But no extra damage since it's the offhand, so that's just 1d6. Which is a 6. That's nice. Well, then 6 damage.
6 in total.
Yeah, 6
Good
damage.
shot.
Hang on a
That's a
second,
good-
I need to move some stuff
A
around.
good start.
Nobody lets the DM finish his meal in peace. No, we gotta go ahead and kill all the monsters right in the beginning.
Oh, you stole our shit. What did you
Yeah,
expect?
that's it.
Think of the books.
Yeah. Probably gonna end up being a whole bunch of peaceful Hool priests or something that don't have our stuff and we're killing a bunch of
Now
innocents.
that they're healed, they're super passive.
So what was it? 6 damage ramble, right? All right.
Yeah, that's all I have.
So yeah, you while
and
running,
I'm gonna
and
stay
you just
where I'm
strike
at.
with your offhand and definitely
Yeah.
hit them. They're not wearing much in terms of armor.
Shouldn't. Yeah.
All right, that brings us next to Blackwater.
Indeed. I'm gonna run up and just right below the tree. Just to get closer to that one as well. One that Branwolf just approached.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna straight up shoot him because I did prepare my weapon beforehand.
Good.
Bam.
You're going for the one in front of Ranwolf.
The lamb.
Exactly, yeah.
Gotcha.
With a 18 to hit
18 hits, yeah. Go ahead and roll damage.
and 7 damage.
7 damage, all right. Yeah, you hit him right in the chest, and you see he's already, with the first strike and that shot, he's bleeding profusely. Good.
Oh, true. Yeah, I still have a bonus action. I'll rearm my weapon. That's it. Thanks.
All right. Freon.
Is it an action if I look around if there's any of our backpacks or stuff flying around?
Yes.
Why?
Because you're trying to make out stuff in a hasty
Okay,
in
then
6
I'll
seconds.
shoot Eldritch Blast.
Which one?
The one who dumped the bucket, the pack in the water.
That was the guy over here, number 5. What's your distance? 120, right?
Yeah.
He's 115 feet away, yeah.
Lato Matto in the face-o.
Oh no, hang on, sorry. First I cast Hick. No, I can't cast Hick some hints, and I need to get closer first. Sorry. So I'm moving a bit, maybe up here.
Okay.
So he's. Yeah, that's good enough.
All right.
Cast Hicks on him, and then cast
That's
Eldritch
90
Blast.
feet, yeah.
And
All right,
one
so
is
he's
a
hexed.
was a 13 to
13
hit.
hits, yeah. Go ahead and roll damage.
It's 21. No, hang on. Not 21. Hang on. Oh god. No. It's 8. It's 12.
Come again?
It's 17. Sorry.
17. All right, so the Eldritch Blast from all the way across the pond hits this guy right in the face. And he tumbles back, slightly taken away by it. And you hear him just give off this grunt. He's looking pretty bad, though, after that hit. Barely
Good.
standing.
So I assume the other one is gonna hit as well with a 16 to hit.
Yeah, 16 also hits. Same
Then
guy.
it's 8, 12, 16 damage.
All right, so while the first one hits him and he staggers back, the second one hits him right in the chest and he just flies back 5 feet on the ground, not moving.
Good.
He's dead.
This is what you get when you steal my books, bitches.
D-E-D did.
All right, Tiala.
I'm also
Still
going-
all of them kind of trying to make sense of what's happening, looking in the direction where all these attacks are flying from.
They're probably not even aggressive anymore.
No, they're probably.
They probably didn't even steal our stuff.
Yeah, probably not. But fuck them. That's what we like to
Yeah,
call.
bloodthirsty
This is a family
adventurers.
picnic. We just interrupted a fucking family picnic.
It's what we like to call collateral damage up in the Ghelfi North.
So yeah, Tiala, what you doing?
Kill it.
I'm gonna try to find something in my
Yeah.
pocket. Take out. Wait, first I'm gonna move closer. Ha.
Okay, how close?
Huh?
You have also 30 feet of movement.
35.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
35.
So I'm taking my whole movement. I'm too stupid to walk right now. Whatever. And I'm gonna take out a holly berry and throw it into the pond. And cast
Okay.
conjure woodland beings.
Okay.
Okay.
That's interesting.
And
I'm afraid to
At
ask,
the
what are you
place-
Yeah, what are you doing? Yeah.
at the place
Please
where
explain.
the hollyberry hit, a sea hag pops up. Emerges from the
sea
water.
hag?
Yep.
Sea hag.
We have a hag of our own.
Wow.
Let me see. What was the spell? Conjure Woodland.
being, yeah.
Woodland.
beings. You summon fey creatures that appear in an unoccupied space that you can see within range. One fey creature of a child. So, okay, sea hag. What is the sea hag challenge rating? Let me quickly check.
2.
Sea hag is
That's
2.
why it's
Yep.
only one and
There
not
you
2
go.
sea hags.
And it's a fey. All right. So, right. Where are you gonna cast it at? Can you point to
in the
a
middle
point
of
that's
the
in your
pond,
range?
basically.
Can you click it? Where it is? If you just hold the left mouse button, it'll ping the location. Yeah, or just point to where it
Yeah.
should be. Right there.
Basically in
Gotcha.
the middle of the pond sea. Stuff sea.
All right. And it's going to act on its own turn.
Yeah. And
So you
I'm
need to
gonna
roll
tell her-
initiative for it.
Yep.
Give me an initiative roll, please.
Working on it. It's a 6 plus 1, so 7. Ha!
7 in total. All right.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell her to attack those guys.
Okay. She's going to go on the next turn, though.
Yeah, but are the guys like in the range of 30 feet of her? Right, they are, aren't they?
Yeah.
Dang, only one? No, 2.
2 of them, yeah.
That's because she has horrific appearance, so
Mm-hmm.
there's a chance that they might be frightened.
When they start their turn, yeah. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Branwolf, that's right up your alley.
Yeah. my kind of lady.
Yes, and I'm gonna tell my friends don't look at her because I think she can frighten you as well. But if you
Oh,
just
Any
avert her
humanoid
gaze,
that
you should
starts its turn within 30 feet and can see the
Yeah.
hag's true form.
But it also says, unless the target is surprised or the revelation of the hag's true form is sudden, the target can avert its eyes and avoid making the initial saving throw.
Yeah.
So just don't look at her.
But, as it also says, continue reading. Until the start of its next turn, a creature that averts its eyes has disadvantage on... Okay, attack rolls against the hag,
Yeah,
my
at the
bad.
hag, but they don't want to hurt the hag,
No, we're
so...
not gonna-
Just making sure, just testing it.
It depends on how ugly she
Nah,
is.
she's a beauty. That's perfect.
Yeah, you see, like, Tiala throws this
kinda
little
lady.
berry into this pond of dark green, murky water, and immediately coming up from it, what you first think are, like, a bunch of weeds, you see is actually the hair disguising this, almost the body of something that has been too long in the water, very lean and slender, naked and just like looking
That
out
wolf
of the
horny.
water all around the place.
Brandwolf down. No. Stop it.
Randolph horny.
Stop it.
All right.
Okay.
Anything else, Tiala?
No, just a reminder that I'm concentrated now.
Oh yeah, me too.
Well, then give you guys a little concentration bubble here. There you go. All right, so that brings us to the top of the round. The beginning of this round now. This ends the surprise effect as all of these Hulfolk men have now seen you and assessed, okay, we're being attacked. You hear shouts going on, and you see them pulling these rusty kind of like knives and other makeshift weapons, and one of them shouting, "We have intruders who dares to attack our grandmother. Protect her with your life." And you see
Definitely
sud-
sounds like that fucker that stole
Yeah, I
our
was
shit.
about
Yeah.
to say.
you see suddenly beneath the waves there's like in this water there's like bubbles all around the place. So you see these bubbles kind of form, become bigger and burst, and just these steam clouds kind of rise up, and right in the middle of this boggy pond you see from the bog water emerging just this spherical mass of muck and filth rising up, looking almost like a dome, measuring about 20 feet across. You see gaps that form in the center of this mass, a kind of like face that emerges, just female, but heavy, almost like fat in her appearance. Several growths and other kind of like seaweeds and other mossy parts around her. Almost this face of a rotten carved pumpkin, and kind of like just rises above, looking slowly around, not doing anything at the moment, but you're getting the sense that this is probably the creature these guys have been paying tribute to, as your best guess.
She should be right about our hag or so. Or does she see our hag? Or
Yeah, you see that as it emerges, the hag kind of being pushed back a little bit
Ooh.
as this gaping creature, this huge being just emerges from the water, kind of just flaunts sitting in there, looking around the area on what's happening. But yeah, this brings us to the top of the round, Branwolf.
All right. Then I will finish off. Well, first of all, I'm going to enter into a rage.
Bonus action rage.
Yes, they are raging me. They are angry. So they got me angry. And then, so that's my rage. And then I might as well stay where I'm at and plant my axe. This is Leroy now, which I get the whole shamoo with, in front of the guy in front of me. So that is 13. Now I get the bonus with him. 13. That is 20. Yeah, 21 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. And 5 plus 5 is 10. We are raging. We get plus 2. That's 12 damage with Leroy.
12. Yeah. How do you want to do this?
Well, I'd
Guy
like
doesn't
to,
have much left.
No, I'd like to more or less have my axe meet his top row of teeth and just kind of pull it out again and see how the brain squirts and how the pumpkin
you
mother
easily
likes that.
slide off the complete upper half of the skull, upper jaw, with just the lower end still sitting there, and this poor guy slumping off into the water in front of you.
Yeah. Not much else I can
Still
do.
have your movement.
Yeah, I think
And your
going...
offhand attack.
Yeah, I think-
No, you don't, because
raged.
bonus action rage.
Yeah, I rage, but I'm trying to see how far is this. I can never make this work. But yeah, that. How far? The pumpkin is 30 feet away,
But the water is difficult terrain.
Yeah, what's the guy up in the one up here? That's 35. I couldn't get
but
all
the water
way.
also starts here.
Then I am going to move. Let me move myself up just closer to Freon. Not getting into its way of shot, but kind of. Oh shit! Damn it. Here. Kind of. I guess here I can move. That should be about 20. Is that 20? That should be okay. Or 35, not that much. Okay, I have to go down, but yeah, 30. There we go.
There you go.
Am I blocking Freon though? Am I blocking your shot?
Blocking me.
I'm blocking you.
Blocking me.
Okay, then let me get down a bit.
Open your mouth.
How about this? Is that better? Oh no, you're engaged with that one too. Okay, then I'll go here. Okay, I'm good.
Thanks.
I'm good.
All right, that ends your turn.
Nothing else I can do with it. Listen, I have to check and see something. There was something with this new, with level 8 and my rage. There was something with the rage I can do, but I'll have to look that up. So I'm good. I have to look that up.
Okay.
I don't have that here.
So the first one, you see this Hool over here easily getting his way across the water, since for them it's not difficult terrain. He makes his way almost to Freon, but just stands there angrily glaring at you guys. The other one over here is going to go towards the sea hag and will actually start flanking her.
Oh, that's
So he's going to do.
Wait, they both.
Yeah. Oh yes, they both
Yeah.
need to do their stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. So horrific appearance. They need to make a wisdom saving throw.
The DC is 11, so it's not that bad.
And the rest of you, I assume, is averting the eyes of not looking at this being.
I think she's cute.
It's only 30 feet
Well,
Right.
Branwolf, if you think she's cute, then you better roll a wisdom saving throw as well if you're looking at her.
I'm looking
You
at her.
don't want to avert your eyes.
I'm checking her out.
He's outside of the...
I'm checking
You're
her.
too
but
nosy.
I'm checking her now.
Branwolf is still outside of the...
Am I
Oh,
outside?
he's still outside.
Oh,
All
okay.
right. So, what
I have
wisdom
bad
saving
eyes.
throw, Tiala?
Yeah.
The first one is a 12.
Saves.
The second one is a 17.
Dang it. And they are also immune for the next 24 hours.
Ah. All right.
Oh, that's what that's what it was. It wasn't
Yeah,
with
he
the
will
rage,
start attacking her with one of his scything blades. So it's only a second bird attack within reach. Yeah. That's going to be a 21 to hit.
Yeah, sure.
All right. And that is going to be a total of 11 slashing damage. And I need the hag to make a constitution saving throw for me.
How many damage was it?
11.
Okay. Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
22.
22? Okay, never mind. Good. That ends this guy's turn. And the other one will make his way further down here. Where was it? Here. Good, that ends their turn. That brings us to Blackwater, and Freon, you're gonna be up next afterwards.
I am just gonna straight up shoot the dude that's approaching Theon. I aim. I shoot. That's a 20 to hit. What happens with a natural 20?
A natural 20. That's
Yeah,
a
natural 20.
That's a critical hit then. You
Which means?
roll double the damage die. And
Okay,
then
so that's-
and then add your bonus.
Alright, okay. So push. That's a 12.
12 in total, all right. So you hit this guy right in almost what looks like a second kind of head or face on the side of his head. That just like splats off as you hit it, and him kind of just screaming, turning to the side. But he's still standing.
I fixed him though.
You fixed him though, yeah.
I'm gonna run up next to Branwolf
All right.
just because I feel protected next to him.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna use my bonus action to reload, and that's.
And as soon
about
as
it.
you have any extra little poison shigama things, you can go ahead and smear them on my axes if you're feeling up to it.
Yeah,
sometime. Yeah.
do your thing.
Yeah, next
I'll-
time. Yeah, we're good.
Next time.
We're good. We're good.
And
I'm raging.
that's it.
All right.
I checked what it was with the rage. That we already did that. That was the ability. That's what the level 8th is. 4th, 8th, and something. That's what.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
So it's gonna be Freon now. Next up, the hag.
Right, I'm gonna move my Hicks with a bonus action to the dude in front of me. And
There you
I'm
go.
gonna shoot one Eldritch Blast at him because I saw that Blackwater already shot one of his hits off.
All right.
So hopefully that one. Ooh. 13 to hit.
13 hits, yeah.
8 damage.
8 damage. Yep, that's just enough to get him down as well with the first Eldritch Blast of yours.
And the second one at the one next to the hag, because I can't see the other one.
Over
and
there,
I can't move in between, right? That was the deal.
What do you mean you can't move in between?
Well, I'm shooting 2 Eldritch Blasts, but I can't
Oh yeah,
move
because
in
that's
between.
one action basically
Yeah,
to fire
yeah.
them both, yeah.
It's a 21 to hit. It's 7-9 damage.
9 damage. All right. Yeah, this one also hits him right on the shoulder, but he's still standing, focusing on the hag at this point still.
Oh, and I'm giving him disadvantage on Constitution.
With...
Hex.
Oh, but you hex the guy in front of you, no? Yeah.
Sorry.
You need to wait
Yeah.
for another bonus action.
Yes.
All right. Hag, and then afterwards it's Tiala.
The hag
What?
is going to attack the guy that just attacked her with
All
her
right.
claws.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
What do I add? Strength?
+5, it says for me.
Ah, sure, I'm stupid, sorry. 12?
It says everything down there.
Yeah.
A 12, yeah, barely hits. He kind of like tries to step out, but it just reaches him due to the long fingers of this disgusting hag.
Okay, so 2d6. That's 12 damage.
12, that's also enough to finish this guy off. The hag just starts ripping into him and just both for a brief moment disappear underwater. Only the top head of the hag emerging, looking around and getting back up. You just see this bloody mess below that kind of widens out. All
Is
right.
she already engaged with the woman?
No, not necessarily. She was engaged with the Hool guy in front of her.
Then I would move her like 3 squares to the left.
Oh, that's because you can't move her. So over
Yeah.
here?
Yeah, so she's not engaged with her.
All right.
But the ghoul thingy is still in reach of her frightening stuffs.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense.
Yeah, okay, that's it.
Because it should be, what was the distance? 30 feet? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Is there any Hool left? Or is this the one down underneath?
There's one guy
there's
left
one
down here, yeah.
One. Okay.
So, Tiala, that brings us to you then.
I'm just thinking if I can cast a spell if I'm concentrated. It's been a long day, I can't think today. Can I do spells when I'm concentrated?
As long as it's not another concentration spell.
Okay, I should know this.
It's a fine.
Well, I only have concentration spells. Yeah, let me think. First I'm gonna move closer. How far can I walk? Yeah, I think I'm going up next to Bran Wolf.
Come on over, my dear. Join the raid.
How do I move? Like this. Okay.
I'm going to give you control of the hag as well.
What?
I'm going to give you control of the hag as well, the sea hag.
Okay, yeah, thanks. That would be nice. So the thingy is, would you say it's like 20 feet or 25 feet away?
No, it's 20 feet away. It's like this huge... You've never seen anything like it. It's like almost the same size the treant was, even larger than that. Just this mass of moss, seaweed, and dark brown mucky flesh that rises up, and you see like parts of the area around is where there's like almost the water begins to blubber and steam almost with these large bubbles bursting.
Yeah, okay. Do I have my bow or was it stolen as
Nope,
well?
no bow.
Yeah, then I'm just gonna sit there and be angry and stare at the thing because I can't do shit.
All right. So at this point, top of the round, you see this being just kind of angrily giving off this guttural.
Ooh. It has to make a frightening save.
Let me check very quickly if it does.
Oh, maybe it doesn't? Okay.
Maybe jack-o'-lanterns don't have
No,
to.
it doesn't have to.
Dang it. It would be cool if it failed.
This is a 50-foot tall mass of mud. She's immune to all status conditions.
Is it like a golem or what?
You're not quite sure. There's
not sure.
all sorts of muck around her.
Could I
It's
have done,
definitely
like...
some sort of humanoid form.
Yeah, sorry. As I wasn't able to do anything at my turn, can I just think about if I know what this is?
Yeah, like a history check. or
Sure,
something.
I'll allow it. Try
Yeah.
and make a nature check
That's
on this.
Nature. What? That's an 18.
right.
An 18.
Yeah.
This is definitely not natural. There's some
Surprise.
some foul. I'm not quite sure if it's magic, but just something foul going on with this being.
That's it.
Yeah.
Dang.
Well, you can't quite put your finger on what it is. You're getting the idea that it might be... Well, it has a humanoid form with all the water and muck around it, the mud. It has some elemental qualities about it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about it.
Okay.
All right, so that brings us to Blackwater.
To me?
No,
Yeah,
It
you-
wasn't.
it was my
Oh,
turn.
no, hang
What?
on. Yes, for some reason,
Oh.
sorry, it kind of like messed stuff up. It's Bradwolf.
Hey,
Then it's Blackwater.
Yeah, there we go. Yes.
There we go.
well,
Yeah, top of the round.
then
Exactly.
I don't know if it's much avail, but I will get up close as I can
Chop it.
and start.
Hey, wasn't it the Mud Lady's turn? I'm so confused right now.
When is the Mud Lady's turn?
The one lady
it-
rolled
it-
for initiative.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, so she's after me, but after Branwolf are the Hool folks still.
She wasn't
Don't forget.
active in the first round.
Okay.
She just kind of like looked around, assessed the
yeah,
situation.
burped and then was quiet.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna attack her.
It's the first phase of the boss fight.
Okay, good.
Oh, it's a boss fight.
All right, so
Of course it's a boss fight.
here we go. We are still raging.
What you doing, Brandwolf?
I just moved in front of her.
Yeah,
I'm gonna,
and?
I'm gonna attack her.
Attacking
I'm gonna
with-
attack her.
Leroy.
I have Leroy. I have Jenkins. I have my extra attack. I have a raging.
All right.
I'm raging like a motherfucker. I am ready to do action.
Roll 3 d20s.
Yes, here we go. Well, that was a 17 plus. That's Leroy, so that would be 25 to hit the Mud Lady.
Yeah, you get the sense no matter where you hit, you're gonna hit her because she's
Okay.
that large.
Okay. So then
Definitely hits.
Leroy. 2 plus 5, 7 plus 2. That's just 9 with Leroy. Then Jenkins.
9.
There you have your natural 20 with Jenkins. It's the offhander.
Alright.
It's
The offhander, so roll
offhander.
double the damage
Oh,
die, no
offhander,
bonuses.
No bonuses. 5 and 4. It's 9.
Another 9.
And there we are back in our rage with Leroy again.
Mm-hmm.
That is an 18 to hit.
18 also hits, yeah.
Okay. And that is, oh nice, 6 plus 5, 11 plus 2. That's another 13 damage.
13, alright. Yeah, you hack away
Yeah.
at this mud monster, and just kind of like bits and pieces of the mud falling apart. Where you hit her, you see these little steam bits rising from her. And you're definitely getting her attention as she slowly but surely tries to turn in the water. And you also feel while standing in it,
Yeah.
it's like it's pretty warm around her area where she's at.
She peed in the water.
Yeah, you know that that area where all the children go and play the baby
the baby thing.
the baby pond.
Oh, right. Yeah, great.
The baby pool.
The baby
That's
pool.
what it is.
Oh, great.
That's how it
Yeah,
feels.
thanks. Yeah, thanks, lady. You know?
And it smells even worse.
Oh, great. Yeah. Yeah, I remember. Long time ago. Okay.
All right, does it end your turn?
Yeah, I guess that ends my turn. There's not much I can do. I'm still raging since I was able to hit. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand my ground. I don't think I'm in any.
Oh, what was with this guy down here? He was still alive, no? I forgot him last
I
turn.
forgot him.
I forgot him as
too.
well last turn.
Well, you guys can take care of him. I'm taking on the mama.
That's fine. It's now his turn.
Okay.
But he has to make a saving throw. Sorry.
Yes. Yeah, he's gonna run around towards Branwolf then. So saving throw wisdom, right? That's a 6.
That's a fail. So he's frightened.
He's frightened and has to
Runs
use.
away.
He cannot move closer
Run away, little man.
to the.
I don't know. It doesn't say anything about this. It just says he's frightened.
Yeah, I know. I need to check about the frighten. Disadvantage on ability checks at time while the source of fear is within line of sight. The creature can willingly move closer to the source
okay.
of fear. There you go. So, what he's going to do, going to go run around here, and since this hulking mass basically blocks him off, he's still going to go towards Branwolf and stay there. And attack the barbarian.
Oh, I thought you were afraid to attack.
Well, yeah, you're not the source of his
Yeah.
fear, which he currently cannot
But
see
he's
anymore.
probably very weakened because he's afraid and he had to run around and go through the pissy water. Even though they, maybe he likes that. Could give him extra.
So the first one is only a 7,
No. And the second
but the second one is a 17.
Oh, no, it can't be. Really? Well,
What's your armor class?
since
17.
I didn't change my dexterity, it's still 17, yeah.
All right. So that's going to be a total of 8 slashing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitutional savings, though. Let me see. Let me get my other D20 out. This one's pissing me off here. Yeah. That's great. Constitution saving throw. Oh, well, that's not that bad. I get +3 on saving throws. That would be 13.
Nope.
Fuck.
13 is not enough, so you take an additional 6 poison damage.
Was ein Scheißendreck. Okay, one moment. Let me write
quickly
this
turn
down.
on
So,
light here.
how much was it together? 6 poison and what was the original?
8 slashing.
8 slashing. So that's 14.
First was slashing, and the other one
14.
is 6 poison
Oh,
damage.
dropping down into double digits. Oh.
Plebeian numbers.
Oh.
All right, that
Only-
ends your turn?
Yes.
No, that it ends this guy's turn.
I
Never
feel
mind.
so weak with 84.
Good. That's going to be Blackwater then.
Beautiful. I am gonna run up to the edge of the pond,
Need.
aim at the Hool dude who just slashed Branwolf and just shoot again.
I need a health potion.
It's been going so well.
I need a health potion.
God. That is a 10 to hit.
10 does not hit.
Yeah.
The shot just like dunk, right in the water next to him.
I reload my weapon and stand my ground.
All right. So this brings us to the Marsh Mother.
A marsh mother.
And the Marsh Mother,
Marshmallow.
you see it raises one of its large fists made of just this arm that ends in muck and gunk, and it slams down in a large area onto both this Hool and Branwolf standing next to her. I need you, Branwolf, to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. And the Hool just drowned because he's 19 plus.
Yeah, the Hool does not do
19
anything.
plus, what did I just say? Constitution 3. That's 22.
22, that's enough. So, it's going to be a total of... you take 9
Okay.
necrotic damage,
Okay.
and the guy next to you, just from this muck slamming down,
Splat.
is just pushed underneath the pond water and does not get back up.
Good job, Marshmallow. Just killed your own.
Oh, that's the episode name.
Yeah.
Marshmallow.
The Marshmallow.
Yes, we had it before.
Yeah.
The marshmallow.
Because you were talking about the
So
marshmallow.
yeah, but you feel the damage coming from this this entity. It's definitely poisonous of some sort.
Yeah.
All right, Freon brings us to you.
Yeah. I'm
And next up is
gonna
the sea hag, Tiala.
And she pees in the water.
my Hicks from the dead corpse in front of me to the marshmallow.
To the marshmallow. Gotcha.
Give her a disadvantage at a wisdom saving throw. Wisdom in general.
This whiz.
Yes, and shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts in her face.
She has good music, though. Good theme music. Dum, 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 dum.
A 24 and 13.
Both hit.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, it's 7, 8. 7. Oh, I can't numbers things. 7, 8. 13. 21.
21. So you see both the first Eldritch Blast hitting her right in the chest area, and you see this like carved pumpkin kind of face just opening up a maw. The second one you shoot right in her face, and the whole hulking figure just kind of like stumbles a bit back and just slumps back down under the ground, under the water, and vanishes there. You see the water ripples around you, kind of like calming down a bit, and there's this brief moment of silence before you see around you these muck covered Hool men that kind of come up and just out of some, they're not sure if it's a slumber or sick bath or whatever they were taking, but they are just kind of thrust upward to break the water surface. You count another 4 of them right all around in the pond area.
Where's our stuff, you cunts? Did you bring that?
They should.
Okay.
Most of them be affected by the hag's thing, no? Ugliness.
It's the hag's turn now.
Ah, true.
So yeah, what's the hag doing?
Moving closer to the one on her left.
On her right.
Left.
Right.
You're right.
Well, yeah, depending on what direction I'm looking, right?
Her left, the hag's left.
Unless you're looking at the screen upside
yeah,
down, it should be right.
It's late. I'm tired. Okay, and she's gonna claw at him. With
Alright.
and 16 to hit.
Yep, 16 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Where did I put my dice again? 13 points of damage.
13 at this guy, alright. So she starts ripping at him. Anything else she's doing?
Nope. I think
Then
that's all
it's
she
your
can do.
it's your turn.
Scaring
next.
him, I guess, since she's right in front of him. Without that.
Yes, and I have to check real quick.
What's Tiala doing?
I don't think I'm gonna get... Huh? Maybe. Can I somehow get the two... what are their names? Ghoul people, whatever. In
The Hool Folk?
Hool Folk, yeah, thanks. In a 15... cone something? Let me check. Square. Oh, it's a square, so I can do this. Yeah, so I'm gonna move like between those guys over here.
Right.
And dang it, I think I can't. Nope, that's not gonna work. Okay. I hate this shit. Where's my bow?
What you doing, Tiala? Branwolf, you're gonna be up next.
Hey.
Just as a heads up.
Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to get both of them with a thunder wave, but I don't think I can do this.
A wave.
It has a...
It's a
15?
15 cube. 15
Yeah.
square cube something.
Nope, they're too far away.
Yeah.
And I believe I'm too close. Even though 15, no, you...
No, 15 is super tiny.
Yeah. So, you get one of
Yeah,
them.
but that's the only thing I can do, so I'm just gonna hit one then. The one.
Alright. With Thunderwave or...
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So, which one? You're
The
gonna
one-
blast the hag as well?
No, the one not being attacked by the
Okay,
hag.
so just in front of you then.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, the one... Ah, yeah, gotcha. Alright, so yeah, what do
Yeah.
I have to do?
Wait, you have to roll a
Dexterity?
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
That's a 13.
That's a fail. So it takes 9 damage, I think.
9
Thunder
damage.
damage. And it makes a really loud boom.
And it gets thrown back, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, right. It gets thrown back
How
10
far?
feet. Then
10
look it up.
feet.
Right in front of me.
Alright, so...
Yep.
Right into my axe.
So, yeah, not right in front of Bramwolf, but right in the direction between
Hey.
both Blackwater and
That's
Bramwolf.
what I call a flanker-rooney.
Yeah,
anything else, Tiala, or that's
no,
it?
that's it.
Okay, you're still concentrating. We need to keep that in mind. Alright, Bramwolf.
Yeah, well, since I'm flanking this little shit with my friend Blackwater, if I see it correctly, I will use...
Nope, you're not.
I'm not? But then-
You're not engaged with it yet, and Blackwater's not engaged with it as well. It's only directly across, and you have to both be next to it.
It's not possible to be engaged in long range, right?
No.
Well, then I would just
okay.
step those little box
If
over.
Blackwater would move a little bit as well, then you would be flanking, yes.
Nope.
No.
I don't have my shield. Fuck that.
No problem. I'm right next to it. I'm giving it the whole shaboo. Raging still. That is 13 to hit.
13 hits, yep.
Alright.
Go ahead.
Lucky.
Roll damage.
Lucky. 5. And that's 12 damage with Leroy.
12 damage. Alright. Hang on a sec.
he still
This is...
Still alive.
Nope. That's enough
Right.
to get him off with the thunder wave that he got.
Sink down and stay where he was. Then I would like to use a bit of movement, if I may, and get down to this guy.
Easy enough.
And
You wade your way through the water.
yes, attack him with James.
Which is still warm, by the way.
That's very nice. Yeah, pissy water. We'll never get that smell out of our clothes, guys. So that.
You're the only one inside.
Yeah, I'm the only one that's running around in the piss. Yeah, 17 to hit. And only 5 damage with Jenkins.
5
But we have the
damage.
rage attack with Leroy, and then we are done. Oh, that's a nice one. 18 plus. That's 20 to hit.
Yes, yeah, that does it. I was just thinking about if it's okay to split your extra attack since it's part of the same. Actually, you would also always have to be Leroy, then Jenkins.
Oh, okay.
You
We
know?
can do that from now on. Yeah.
Since Leroy is like, that's what the extra attack is. You use the attack action once.
Okay, so then
But you shouldn't be able to like split it
Okay.
between enemies. That's what you can do with your offense
Okay,
stuff.
then I'll remember.
But I'll let
Thank
it
you.
allow
We'll
it for
remember
this
that
last time.
next
But
time. No
going
problem.
forward,
Yes.
so roll damage on that one.
4 plus 5 is 9, and 2 it's 11.
11.
Then that's
Alrighty.
that will have to be it then.
Yeah, he's looking bad, but still
Yeah,
standing.
standing in the pissy water.
So we're starting with him. He's doing his 2 attacks against Branwolf
Come, bring it on.
with the scything blade.
Bring it on.
First one is only going to be an 8.
Does not hit.
The second one is going to be 13.
Does
Both
also
of
not
them.
hit.
First one doesn't hit. Second one you just scrape off
Yes.
with your armor.
You know what that means, little piss man.
Tiala, give me a reaction attack on this Hool up here because he's going to break loose and get towards you. So the hag gets a reaction if you want to use it.
That's a 1. She slips.
All right. She's too slow about what's going on. So he's going to come towards you and attack you twice.
Does the whole frightening thing not happen anymore?
Oh, it does. You're right.
That's what-
Ooh.
So, what was the for the Constitution saving throw, right?
Yeah.
It should actually be happening for every
No.
single
What was
one
it,
of them.
Tiala? Again? Remind me.
Wisdom
frightening-
save. Oh no, wait, what? Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
Okay,
DC of 11.
that's
so
a
it's not that
17.
hard. Yeah.
All right. So he's still going to attack you.
But the rest actually have to roll as well, just so you know.
Okay, I'm first doing his attack now.
Yeah.
Then. So the first one doesn't hit. That's a 7. Second one is a 14.
Yeah, no. 17. Yeah, 17 is my armor class.
Okay, so both don't hit as well. The other two make their wisdom saving throws. That's a 19 for the left one, and a 12 for the right one. So both are good in that regard
That
as well.
sucks, man. But
So
11 is
5,
like
10,
super low.
15,
Yeah.
20. Oh yeah, he's going to come up towards Branwolf, the last guy, flanking him.
Ah,
He will attack
you guys really want to know
the
it.
barbarian. with advantage. That's going to be a 20 for the first attack.
That, sadly but surely, definitely.
And
hits
the other
home.
one is going to be an 18 with
They
advantage
both
as
hit
well.
home. You know what that means, people, though.
Bramwolf
You
is
just
kind
get
of
me
looking around,
angry.
trying to fight off both of them.
Okay.
So, Brandwolf, that's going to be a total of... That is... 7... 24 slashing damage.
Ouch, Kipu.
And I need you to make 2 Constitution saving throws
Okay.
for
So,
both attacks.
Constituzione. Un momento.
So roll twice.
That's a 16
Let's both strike down. All
and a
right.
20.
All right, both. For both attacks, the poison does not take hold in your body.
Okay, but I take
And you
off.
shrug it off easily.
But that was
All right.
20.
Blackwater.
How many? Once again, I'm sorry. That was 24 minus, right?
24 slashing damage, yeah. From the rusty makeshift weapons
Okay.
they strike you with.
That's okay.
Yeah, Blackwater, and afterwards it is Freon.
So, which one of the two hools that are engaged with the Brownwolf looks the most damaged?
Definitely the lower one. The one to the
Perfect.
south of him.
I am,
He looks pretty bad.
yet again,
Why?
aiming my gun right in between his eyes and just...
This was the guy that ran up from here. Bramwolf has been fighting him before.
Ah.
And hit him pretty good.
That's gonna be a 20 to hit,
Yeah, that hits.
9 damage.
9 damage. Boom! Headshot.
Ooh.
This guy drops down dead in front of Brandwolf just as he was about to hit again.
Kill seal. I'm gonna reload my weapon and take a step back.
Alright,
And that is it.
then Freon. And the hag is afterwards.
Can I move my Hicks? Even though it's on the thingy-majig?
Yeah. You can. Where do you want to move it to?
Yeah, I'm wondering, did I when I shot my Eldritch Blasts at the swamp thingy, did I feel that satisfaction of killing shit? No. Well, of course not. So I'm holding my action.
What you feel with the hex on it and also that missing satisfaction, what you gain from it is something still beneath the water.
Yeah, I'm holding my action. As soon as the swamp monster comes up, I'm gonna shoot
All right.
my Eldritch Blast.
As soon as the swamp thing comes back.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okie dokie. Then that brings us to the hag. Haggity hag.
Yeah, sorry. She's gonna move up to the guy trying to escape her.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering if I'm flanking like this or not.
Yep. You are.
Okay, nice. So-
Only like this. You always have to be in the opposite square. to
Yeah,
the
but
left.
I wasn't sure if it's like also like the
Yeah.
diagonal.
Still
diagonal.
5 feet.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and she's gonna try to slash it.
All right.
13?
Yep,
I
13
rolled
hits.
really bad.
Still hits.
Okay. But I'm rolling really great on damage. 15.
Cool.
15.
I rolled 2 6 on d6. So max damage.
Max damage. Okay. Come again, how much?
15.
15 in total. Yeah, that's enough to kill him off as well. Easy enough. She again rips him to shreds and pulls him beneath the water, bobbing back up again afterwards. The sea hag. Anything else she does?
No. I mean, she can maybe move closer to the last one.
Yeah, for her, it's not difficult terrain to move in the water. For the sea hag.
But now, do we look away, or do we have to do a savings throw or something? Since she's
It's just when you attack her.
okay. No, I'm
But
not.
you can willingly
I'm-
avert your
yeah,
gaze.
I'm not looking.
and you don't get any.
I'm concentrating on the fuck in front of me.
Mhm.
The guy up there is dead, right? Next to Tiala. Because he's not crossed out.
Yeah, that's the one
Yeah.
the hag
Okay.
just killed.
So we only have one left and a hiding marshmallow. Okay.
Yeah, Yo. That's the hag's turn. I think I'm next.
Then it's your turn,
right?
yeah.
I'm-
And afterwards it's Branwolf again.
yeah, I'm also gonna hold my action.
Hold your action until, and what is your
Gonna
action?
hold another thunder wave at level 1 until something comes up.
From the
And
water.
I'm gonna move closer. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say because it's 15 feet, right?
Yeah.
And for you, Freon, it was Eldritch Blast you held,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Good. Then that brings us to Branwolf.
Yep. Let's see if we can finish off this fuck. Okay, that is 20 to hit with Leroy. Number 1.
Easy, yeah.
And 5 plus 5 is 10. 12 damage.
Still standing. but looking
Leroy
bad.
second. That's only 12 to hit.
Still hits.
Oh, okay.
They're not wearing much. They're
9
nimble,
plus
but that's
10.
about it.
11
they don't wear
damage.
any armor. Yeah, that's enough.
Okay.
Take off his head as well.
So, and I believe there's
As soon as you
Yeah.
strike down this foe in front of you, immediately this large this gasp and this mound of muck comes back up out of the murky water. You're almost thinking bigger than before. You're not, but maybe it's just your mind playing tricks on you.
yeah.
But whatever it is, it has something about it that looks pissed off.
Yeah, well, we're not very happy either, so fuck her. I'm gonna move closer and use my offhand weapon to attack.
You'll have your offhand weapon,
Yeah.
alright.
So that is 19 to hit.
19 hits, yep. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah, only 4 since it's the offhand. Only. Oh wait a minute. The offhand gets the rage attack though. The damage that also gets with the rage. Yeah, so that would be 6 then. 6.
6
Yeah,
damage.
6 damage. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, that's it. Here I stand in the pissy water again.
Okay, then that brings us to Blackwater.
Oi.
What?
Yeah.
My
About the
reaction and
attacks.
Yes,
Kiala's
yes.
reaction.
Your reactions first.
Cheater.
You go ahead.
I need dexterity
I would say
constitution saving throw.
Freon first.
Yeah.
Since he announced his first and held it longer.
23 and 17 to hit.
Yeah, both hit.
31.
31 damage in total from both.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Alright, so both of these Eldritch Blasts shoot out, and you see bits and pieces of mud that are pierced through, and this hot steam being sprayed off into the back. And just this large gaping sound this monster gives off. Alright, Tiala, your
Constitution
Thunder
saving
Wave.
throw.
Constitution saving throw. That's a 24.
This really sucks at level 1. It's 6 damage, so only 3 because you save.
Yeah.
All right.
That's like
Yeah,
nothing.
you have like, it does this loud poof noise, and you see just these speckles of mud that fly away from her. All right, now that brings us to Blackwater.
Yes. I'm not very creative today. I'm just gonna keep shooting until everything stays in the water. I aim, I shoot, I probably fail. Because it's a 10 to hit.
10? Yeah, 10 does not hit. Again, you kind of hit something, but the bullet just flies off a little speckle of mud and that's it. Anything
I
else?
Reload and take 2 steps away from her.
Okay.
And
How much
stand
ammo
my-
do you have?
I'm not gonna tell you. That's none of your business.
All right. Good. That brings us to the marsh, mother. You see her now, 2 arms going up. One striking towards Branwolf, and one just reaching Tiala of where she's standing. I need you both to make a to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Ugh.
That is
5.
16.
Can I use my reaction?
Yeah. What is your reaction?
I would like to use my cutting words on the hag.
On the hag.
Well, not the hag, the swamp thing. Sorry.
The swamp thing, yeah.
Yeah, still. And spin one of my bardic inspiration die and... Hang on, how does it work? And subtract that roll from her damage.
Sure, you
Roll.
can do that.
Cool.
So go ahead and roll these cutting words.
I mean, it depends. Can she... hang on. Creature is immune if it can't hear you, or if it's immune to being charmed.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
So never mind then.
never mind then.
Yeah, no, she's immune to all that kind of crap. So that's going to be 15 necrotic damage for Tiala and 7 for Branwolf.
7.
15.
15, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna roll my concentration, and I've got a 19, so the hag is still up.
That's enough. What you do see, however, Tiala, is that this abomination leans back a little bit, and as a bonus action, she's going to use her bog stream. And you see it just regurgitating the streaming hot jet of this disgusting, stagnant but hot swamp water in a line straight towards you. All 15 feet wide, just this rush of water that's coming out from her. I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
Ah, kidding me? A 2 again, so 5.
Shit.
5. Yep, that is not enough. So
Surprise.
you suffer another 25 poison damage.
Ouch.
Reaction.
Reaction.
Let me just quickly check.
What's Tiala doing as a reaction?
Absorb elements.
What's that? Enlighten us.
Yes, just let me watch. How much damage? 25. you said.
25 poison damage.
Damn it. Absorb elements. I'm gonna just cast it at level 1. The spell captures some of the incoming energy, lessening its effect on you and storing it for your next melee attack.
Oh,
You have resistance to the triggering damage type until the start of your next turn. Wait, this is kind of stupid because I'm next, but yeah, whatever. And also the first time you hit with a melee attack on your next turn, the target takes an extra D6 damage of the triggering type.
It says there's like this little Sternchen,
Yes.
which you take when you take acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage. This is poison damage.
Ah, fuck. Okay.
So it's not an element per se.
Dang! Then I'm not gonna cast it. Okay. I thought it was poison. Why is the skull thingy acid and not poison? That's just stupid. Okay, yeah, never mind. But it's a cool spell.
Alright, so that ends her turn. That brings us
wait,
to
I have to roll again.
roll again for
the hag.
My concentration, but how the fuck am I going to get 25? That's like
25.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
So what
the hag
happens?
is-
The sea hag just
Poofs.
missed.
Yep.
Poof, and it's gone. Alright. There you go. Brings us to Freon.
Yeah, I'm not very creative either today. I'm just gonna shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts again at her.
Alright. You go ahead and do that.
15 to hit.
15 hits, yep.
$21 damage.
21, alright. Yeah, you're hitting her pretty good. But no wear and tear as of yet. She still looks pretty fit. Anything else? Would bring us to
no.
Tiala afterwards.
No, I'm
And
fine
Branwolf
there.
after that on deck. Alright, then Tiala.
Well, I don't know what I do.
Oh, and yeah, you're not concentrating anymore. Your burble is gone.
My bubble. Wait, keep the bubble.
Keep the burble.
Keep the bubble.
Alright.
Is
Is it gonna be another
There's-
sea hag?
No. But... Do we feel more like... let's do a moonbeam.
A moonbeam, alright.
I don't know if radiant damage will do anything. No idea.
Alright, I'm just gonna add our little moonbeam thingy down here. So you're gonna cast it on her.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. So at the start of her turn, the moonbeam is starting to make its way through this dark night above you that has now fallen in the meantime. Good, that brings us to Branwolf, and it's going to be Blackwater on deck.
Okay.
I also want to beast shape thingy stuffs, but I don't know which animal yet, so I'm
Is
copying.
Moonbeam a action, and Beast Shape a bonus action? One
Yeah.
shape. Alright,
Yeah.
so what you change into?
I don't know yet, so keep going with
No, you gotta decide. Come on.
Giant
your turn.
octopus.
Yeah, but
What
I
you
have
doing,
to
Tiara?
check if I can do different animals because I leveled up.
You should have done that before. What are you changing into?
You had a shark.
You are in a
before.
battle and you are thinking on your feet what's happening.
I can't hear
Say an
you
animal
anymore.
or we're gonna forfeit your turn.
Ferret.
Can you hear me again?
Yes.
Because I can't hear you. What did you just say?
What are you changing into? Otherwise we're gonna forfeit your turn. Tell us.
I am gonna turn into a stupid snake.
A snake?
Stress me.
A giant constrictor snake?
No, a teeny tiny snake.
Alright, so let's just pull Tiala up as a giant constrictor snake, because I don't have a snake here. I think snakes can even swim now.
Yeah, they're great.
Alright.
Yeah.
Anacondas.
And that ends your turn then. So for you also, this is not difficult terrain as a snake.
Mm-hmm.
Good, that brings us to Brandwolf.
Yeah, hack, slay, kill.
Oh, by the way, you're standing right in her. Putting you over here.
Standing in her. I'm down here.
Yeah.
I'm next to her.
Yes, you're next to her. It's just because you're here in her space.
Well, she started it. It was in our space. So,
Our space.
Leroy, 22 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
All right. 12 damage. Leroy number
12 damage.
2. 26 to hit.
That also hits.
All right. Another 10 damage.
All right, yep.
And Jenkins.
And your offhand.
16 to hit.
Barbarian just hacking at her. Yep, still
All
hitting.
right. And another 6.
6 damage. Gotcha.
Wait. We forgot the rages. So just add the 6 and then just add another 6 damage because that's for each hit another +2. Yeah.
All right.
So
There you go.
So just take off 12.
Yeah.
Take off 12.
She's showing some wear and tear slowly but surely.
Oh God.
Still hulking around in that pond water.
Oh man. Damn piss.
All right, Blackwater.
Trying to look for some sweet spots, I aim at whatever looks the most skull-like or fleshy.
Her face, probably. She has something that resembles a face.
Actually, yeah.
But that's about it.
Yeah. Right between the eyes.
All right.
Shoot.
Right between the eyes.
Right between the eyes. That's going to be a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
7 damage.
7 damage. Gotcha. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Reload.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah. Reload.
All right. It's going to bring us back to her. She again will strike both to the sides, the giant snake, and in front of her, Brandwolf. Tiala, give me the moonbeam stuff again.
Ooh,
As the moonbeam is now crawling above and shining down on her.
It's a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution, there we go. So, that is a 14.
That's the thingy, so she succeeds, I think.
If it's also 14, yeah.
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 That sucks, but it's still half damage. No.
How much and what kind of damage?
It's radiant. I'm searching
Oh, yeah.
for my d10s and I can't find them. Nope, it's all d8s. Okay.
Give the girl a d10.
So that's 14, 24. So half of that.
Of what, 14 or 24?
24.
Half of 20, so 12.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, so both strike down. I need both Brandwolf and Tiala to give me a Constitution saving throw. Yeah.
Aye.
There you
This time it's not a 2 but a 1.
And
My dice are really kidding me today.
Hey, you had a natural 20 that saved some asses 2 sessions ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I have 15.
15 does not make the save as well, I'm afraid.
We can tie a Scheisendreck.
So that's going to be 12 necrotic damage for each of you.
ASKII Baloka.
And let's see if she gets her stream back. She does. Blackwater and also Branwolf.
Fucking piss water.
Since you're both standing so nice
The piss water.
in a line almost, she's going to regurgitate, is that the word?
Yep.
The bog stream towards you. I need you both to make another Constitution saving throw.
19.
Same here.
Yep, both succeed, so you only take half,
Oh,
which is good.
Jesus.
It's gonna be another 12 poison
My
damage.
God, this bitch has got me down from. I had 100 hit points.
Well,
Fuck
she's
her.
a big bitch. That's what happens when you're first in line for each attack. What do you expect?
Can't be.
Just listen to the beginning of the episode now. Oh, you're meat shield. I've
Yeah.
it's numbers hit point.
Being killed by a
Listen to now.
being killed by a muddy marshmallow
All right.
that pisses in water.
Good. Then we have Freon, and afterwards it's Branwolf. No, Tiala, sorry.
Right.
yeah.
I'm gonna use my Eldritch Blasts again on her.
Please do.
All right.
Finish this awful episode.
Ooh,
she's-
one is a natural 20
Good.
Ooh, all right.
and one is a 15.
15. Both hit. Go for the first one, double the damage die. She is showing some wear and tear.
Okay.
Already.
it has been for a while.
Yeah, finish her off.
Hang on. Numbers, too many numbers. 10, it's 16, it's 20, 21, 22, 26 damage.
Only? In total?
For all of them?
Yeah, the second roll was really bad.
26.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Yeah, she's looking rougher.
I'll use one of my bardic inspiration as a magical inspiration for Tiala.
Mm-hmm.
So she can add that die to the damage of her spell, if I understand that correctly.
Okay.
Second level, if a creature has a bardic inspiration die from you and casts a spell that restores hit points or deals damage, the creature can roll that die and choose a target affected by the spell. Add the number, roll as a bonus to the hit points regained or the damage dealt. That should be applicable to the moonbeam, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because the moonbeam will go on its turn. Good. Then Tiala.
Can I move so I'm
Oh.
flanked?
By the way, Freon, you're not concentrating anymore?
I am.
Your hex is still
Yeah, Hex is still on her.
on her.
Yeah.
Because you moved it before to
I
one of
moved
the guys.
it to her.
Again,
No, I moved it to her. I didn't attack any of the other guys.
Yeah, but I thought you moved it to one of the guys and
No,
then
he
died,
asked
and
if
then
it
she
was
reappeared again.
if she still has the feeling that she's still alive, and then that's why he said he's going to keep everything. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so Tiala?
Am I flanking like this?
Yes, you are flanking like this. Well, actually, one lower, then you would be flanking.
Okay. I'm trying to flank so I can maybe hit. I'm trying to constrict her, which means grapple her. I don't know if she can be restrained.
I don't think because she's larger. Let me. What was it? Constrictor, giant constrictor snake. That's what you are, right? You are a huge creature,
Yep.
and she would be considered large, I think. No, you are a large creature. She would be considered huge.
No, I'm huge
yes.
as well.
Oh, okay. Well, then we have to put you further. Then yes.
Ooh, I'm big.
Yep, you're a big ass constrictor snake who's trying to grapple her. So
Yeah.
go ahead and make a melee weapon attack.
21.
21 hits, yep. So do your damage.
Nice.
And she is grappled until now.
That's 11 damage. Oh yeah. Oh, right, she's grappled.
Yep.
Yeah, nice. I thought she has to roll or something, but nope.
Nope.
Yep, that's my turn.
All right. That brings us to Branwolf.
Well, I'm gonna try my best and see what else I can do. Still doing. That is only 15 to hit.
15 still hits, yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
She's easy to hit because she's so
she's
large.
Big, yeah. 15, that's. Wait a minute. Yeah, 6 plus 5, 11, 13 damage. And now Leroy again. Oh, that's better. That's 22 to hit.
You also get advantage on all of these attacks since you're flanking.
Oh, okay, well, good to know. So 22 to hit.
So what was the first damage?
13.
13, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
22 to hit.
That hits as well.
And that is another 11 damage.
11 damage.
Oh, wait a minute.
11 exactly.
11, yeah. Exactly 11. And then Jenkins.
How do you want to do
Oh!
this? 11 is just
Oh.
enough.
I would just tear into her and see that I get that, turn that ugly smile into a frown and just watch her sink and dissipate into her pissy water.
As you kind of climb up on her as Tiala is holding her, you reach down and just rip more muck out of this elemental monster. As you're doing so, you see the face slowly melting around, slumping back down, and this mass just slowly sinking and dissipating in the water. You see bundles of similar form of a shield and a pack and also a sword and other things waterlogged that come back up.
I'm afraid your
And that
books
ends her.
your books are full of pissy water, Friam, but it looks like we found our stuff.
Yeah, going through these things that appear within this muck, all of your items are returned, but think about anything that might take damage from water. It's basically rendered useless or just waterlogged.
How is it if it's in a bag of holding?
It's a good question, actually.
That's true.
It's a bag of holding full of water.
Especially,
It would be
you
interesting.
want to
Open it up and find out.
It would be interesting because if water goes into a bag of holding and it holds and holds and holds, theoretically we should drown the pond that way. So I don't know.
I mean, as you open up the bag of holding and you go inside, you do feel that there's muck in there as well and stuff. But you still pull out the things
Nothing
that were
organic.
inside. But
Nothing
it
organic.
is still disgusting, and this muck has seeped into the opening.
Yeah.
Isn't muck usually
Yeah,
organic?
muck is organic.
Material?
Nothing organic can go into a bag of holding, or else it'll dissipate. That's,
Nothing living, yes.
yeah, well,
This is water.
Ooh, are we now in the area of philosophical discussion?
We
If
have
water is alive.
biological,
Hey, listen, I
botanical.
can sit here and we can talk about this for another hour, Brand
No,
Wolf,
I don't
but you
think
have
so.
something you wanted to get to
I
doing, right?
did, yes, so
So yes, the stuff in the bag of holding, as long as it takes any damage from
Yeah.
water or maybe rendered damage, that is the case.
I'm trying to dry my torches, tinderbox, paper, and rations and stuff.
Yeah, they're wet.
Well,
I'm trying.
Completely wet.
Yeah, but I'm producing a flame in my hand and get close to it and try to somehow dry it and maybe mend it with the mending cantrip.
Yeah, with mending, you're definitely able to restore these things and dry them out.
Nice.
Fix my books, please.
But the produce flame doesn't do anything with
Give it
a
to
waterlogged piece of wood.
I give you
Can
all
you go
the
through
books.
all of our stuff?
What?
Can you do all of our stuff?
Sure, just give it to me. It might take some time.
But everything is there.
Everything is there, yes.
Okay.
It's just disgusting. And you might need some time wiping it off.
yeah. We'll do that.
The piss water. And it reeks. But you guys reek as well.
Yeah,
At this
that's
point, you
it.
don't really smell it.
We are going to have
Because
to
everything around you
find
reeks.
a way. And we definitely have to rest up because I'm feeling
Yeah,
well.
all right. For
really
you
weak.
guys, as you still need to think about where the future is going to take you and sit down in
Yeah.
this candlelit area full of corpses and
That's okay.
disgusting things in the ponds.
I think we
The
can-
swamp thing has fallen.
Yeah. Good
And-
place for a long rest.
Well, at least there's light.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's dark, but these little candles give a nice little ambience to
Yeah.
the place. That's probably why you're guessing they put it there in the first place. Yeah, we'll pick up next week on this. Other than that, thanks again to Juan Angel
Yes.
for his amazing art that we used last session. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out. It was an
yeah.
amazing finale to a first story stretch for all of you guys.
Maybe Juan has something for the Marsh Mother too. We can borrow.
Oh, I'm sure I will find something maybe.
so
I will
let's see.
dig through some portfolios.
so.
And you can catch his portfolio in our description, either underneath this episode or the last one from last week. So be sure to check that out. And yeah, then we'll see each other and listen to each other next week. Same place, same time. Thanks again for listening and watching. Don't forget, if you're listening on iTunes, leave a review there. It helps us a lot. And yeah, see you guys next week. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Cheers.
Bye.
It's what we like to call collateral damage up in this Ghelfi North.